this game. Like,
Mhm.
I am very scared for anyone that gets hit in this. You know what I mean? And we're getting into it. It looks like.
Stadium the
Um,
pick for game one here. And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Pipsqueak is fully box player now, right?
but yeah, I think I can't remember if he has a frame one yet, but I know he definitely plays on a box.
Right.
And we do actually end up having a Fox Falco rather than a double Falco, which is infinitely better. This,
Okay.
this now goes from a kind of marginal, could be amazing, could be bad team to like a very solid team in my head.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of picks up on the other's weaknesses. But that being said, Calle in a very precarious position, caught between a rock and two foxes, and loses the first stock here as a result.
And randomness going down too. Okay. Doesn't, like, Calle doesn't get punished too much for being left alone in the 2v1. Double headshot, not quite.
You know what? That was so close.
Beautiful.
They had the right idea too, right? You know, and blue team's going to get a little bit punished for this. Pipsqueak losing the stock first, and Nicki off stage as well. But yeah, I mean, again, right idea though from randomness, kind of waiting it out, but just kind of barely getting traded with on that Firefox recovery. And blue team's kind of in bad shape now with this recovery. Kind of see if Calle W can pick up the pieces here.
Oh! That was insane.
Okay, so many times. I feel like blue team in this game one already has been caught with one member of their team stuck in shield between two foxes, and it's kind of like, all right, when do you want to die is the question.
Just pick your blast zone at that point, right? Like, oh, luckily he just about gets out, and I like that. He just ran. He knew that he wasn't getting anything. Leave, wait, abuse Fox's speed and just run. And you know what? It worked, because now we've taken a stock of red, and we're in a little bit of a deficit. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Especially if...
Oh, okay, just wait. Okay. Not quite going to kill, but opportunity for a 2v1 here against...
Yeah, good lasers by LW there. They were, like, really well placed. Kind of rough place there. I like that the Fox was just standing there in shield to kind of...
Oh, this is
like,
rough.
I'm holding my ground. Leave my teammate alone. But unfortunately, they might both die off it. No, Fox is getting back.
Yeah, 2v1.
Half a second, I thought.
Oh, he just dies with no jump. And this is a rough position. Just holds and wait. Yeah.
That's that.
Okay. All right. 1-0 for Nicki and Pipsqueak. Chase, I feel like the question is, again, because we have a double Fox on the red team, and we did end up seeing Fox Falco as the swap, so it's not double Falco for blue. But I feel like we kind of need to see some more defined roles out of the blue team. Because Calle W kind of running in a lot, lost two stocks kind of unfortunately towards the end there, but kind of figuring out who's playing aggressive, who's holding back, and then establishing those roles and working around your tool with the Falco lasers that we were talking about before the set started.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if, I mean, there's a bit of a pause, right? I like to see that, especially in doubles, that they're talking to each other. They're in a voice call. They're like, you know, that was bad.
We kind of got messed up. It's all right.
Oh, okay, Yoshi's, I guess. Yeah.
That's how I play, but that's the reason why I lose. So.
Okay. So we're on Dreamland now, after a little bit of a think. So we'll see if they, you know, came up with any ideas in that time.
Yeah, and I don't mind this pick at all, especially if kind of the narrative that you and I have strung of figuring out what their roles are and coming at it with a more measured approach is what they want to do for this game too. I feel like a lot of teams, if they get beat game one and they look at a Yoshi's, it's kind of like, we're going to bask in the chaos and make sure that we can just come out on top. This one is kind of saying, we're going to take the space and hopefully come at it with a better plan. But
yeah,
that being said, red team already with two stocks right out the gate.
Yeah, but it's not the worst, right? Like, they're both at kill percent. There's one already.
Yep.
And if you can close out this other one, but he's going to make it back.
Oh, just passes it to randomness. That was crazy, but doesn't quite pick up on the stock. Nice.
Okay, so we kind of, after all of that, ended up in a very neutral situation, which I'm surprised to see no stocks lost. However, great shine.
A bit of cross wires here for the blue team, but not for red. They're picking up the pieces very, very quickly. Randomness not able to get over to Calle W in time to save that stock. And this is a pretty large deficit now.
Slowly, that small lead from before is just extending, like getting further and further. And kind of in a weird twist of fate, Dreamland is kind of, while it might have been good for them to figure out their roles, is now gonna really hurt them in terms of like making it back, right? Because Red Team just got all the space in the world to just play whatever they want now.
And I mean, the name of the game right now has just been survivability from the Red Team. Holy moly. Pipsqueak at 170
Pipsqueak
still living.
On the stock for so long.
Wow, yeah, and the teammate actually disrupts the up tilt in combination with Pipsqueak's DI off of the Falco up throw. Still living. 190, might find another stock. Oh, he's dead, no jump.
Yep, that might be it. Falco laser's helping in.
Dash attack 201, Pipsqueak, what are you doing? Dies to weaken Nair, okay, but
I mean, you know,
the damage has been done though.
That's the greatest thing about being at like 200, right? I mean, you survived so many clutch moments, and you're gonna die to something stupid. It's great.
Yeah, and at this point, it might be a little.
He's
dead. Pineapple. I was gonna say it might be too little, too late, but if Blue Team can find some miracle moments like that, then we might have a game on our hands.
I swear, a second ago, Pipsqueak was on 3 stocks and he was just refusing to lose it. What happened?
He had to equalize it. The average percent was too high for how long he was surviving.
Okay, well, unfortunately, a really rough position for Calle. Falco in a 2v1 situation, not the greatest. Falco at 125, kind of scary.
Yeah, it gets pretty rough, and then this is just kind of rinse and repeat. Take your rolls on the ledge.
Just fight each other already. I love that laser. I love that laser.
Okay, all right, 2-0. I would argue that it looked a little bit better than the first game, but what do you think our Blue Team needs, though, to kind of really get on the board here?
Honestly, I think they're doing slightly better in the scrappier situations, which is it's almost a cliche at this point. I'm going to say go Yoshis. It's to scrap them out, right?
Yeah.
Like hit them with big moves. Don't let Pipsqueak live to 170 again. And they clearly did adjust a little bit, right? Because they took I missed them taking the next stock. It was so quick. But it's just about that, right? Just don't let them run away with the lead. It's small leads are fine. Like being a stock down in singles can feel crushing, but being a stock down in doubles is nothing. But if you don't close that out, it will come back to bite you.
Yeah, those leads growing. Case in point, I mean, again, we keep pointing to Pipsqueak, and even before, I mean, to Nicki's credit too, his first stock, he lived to like 170 or something crazy, you know, really taking longevity to each of these stocks. Is we're going to ignore those 2 stocks that Pipsqueak lost really, really quickly and pretend those didn't happen. But I mean, the two high percent ones, holy moly, that was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would expect to kind of see maybe a Yoshi's and just kind of like, again, just
we're going back.
See who can live in the chaos, but we're going to Dreamland. Okay.
That's interesting because I almost feel like the Dreamland game went worse than the first game, right? So
you think so? Why's that?
I just feel like while it was kind of close by the end of it, like they just got oppressed for the entire first half of the game.
Sure. Oh my. Okay.
But then again, what do I know?
Yeah, we're filling out that commentary bingo card. Another one is that's why you and I are talking about it, and these guys are playing.
Oh, upbeat to catch the side beat. It's the craziest Sakurai combo I've seen in a long time. Is that like a ledge slash into the up air as well? That was beautiful.
It looked like it, yeah. That was, I mean, crazy stuff, all things considered. And oh my god!
Great
down air. Down air! what that was a crazy ledge option, and Calle W makes it work pretty much single-handedly on that stock. And the Falco here being a bit of a stock tank now. 153 living, shields the up smash, and playing the recovery game right now.
Yeah, he doesn't. Okay, you know what?
Honestly, we take that.
Might have been a decent trade. I mean, it's not even a trade. Okay. Everyone's living. But you know what? I actually really don't like those lasers. He almost saved the Fox.
Yeah, he almost did.
Doesn't matter. Both of them go down. And this is now kind of a nice little lead. I would not feel comfortable at all, but like this is definitely like let's just keep this up. Good up smash.
Wow, what a follow up too, and finds the kill. That's really early to get a kill on Nicki.
Okay, so now we're kind of getting. Oh no! He makes the angle with the edge guard. Oh, the edge hook. Sorry. Now we're a pretty even game. We'll see if
that's
can hold on to
man. The turnarounds are insane. It's like, you know, again, Blue Team positioned super well. Looks like they had a really big advantage, and then just like that, everything comes crashing down. Let's see if they can pick up the pieces here.
Yep. Nice little recovery there. I was slightly worried for him. Ooh! Okay.
Oh, doesn't grab ledge.
Down smash. Interesting. Probably a mistake.
I wonder if he wanted to shield drop down air instead.
Yeah, I think
shield drop back air.
I would have 100% gone for the greedy aerial as I float past him. But we end up in a nice situation. Everyone's alive.
Yeah, everyone's alive. And again, we point to Pipsqueak here as someone who just lives perpetually forever, it seems like. So
Pip doesn't want to die before 200 anymore. He's just decided he stays.
You know, yeah, deaths below 200 are kind of cringe. So let's just make. Oh, okay, never mind. Pipsqueak breaking the mold a little bit there, and Nicki might be dying also for opportunities for blue team to get on the board.
Nice, places himself in the perfect spot to cover the high recovery, while also not coming too hard to it. So it's good. Now we're down to a lost situation, but Calle W in a lot of trouble. Yes, love to see it. That's one of my favorite saves in the game. Just go out there and up B.
Yeah, great awareness by Randomness as well to understand that Calle had no jump there, had to go out there to go for the save, otherwise you're caught in the 2v1. Precarious situation to be in.
Yes. And that is genuinely going to be a huge difference because now we're going to be one of our own.
But this is so doable. This is so doable for Pipsqueak, especially if he lives to 200 again.
Oh, there's the big backer you don't want to see. And now you're just playing 1v1 against Pipsqueak, who's one of the best in Europe, and it's terrifying.
Oh, no jab. The jab reset honestly might have not been the way to do it, but he gets the shine back here.
Though? Can he cover the ledge?
No jump still, just rinse and repeat. Let's see what the mix-up is. He takes ledge.
Oh, that might be it. No.
He has no jump.
After all of that.
That's it.
After all of that. Valiant effort. I mean, they really brought it back in that last game. At least you can feel good about it. I mean, I also probably feel quite mad that I didn't take the game, but you should feel good about it, right?
Yeah, what a set. I can't believe, it came down to the 2v1. Pipsqueak clutches it out there. Good stuff to Pipsqueak and Nicki advancing, but again, very commendable effort to our opposing team here, Calle W and Randomness. They did great. I'm excited to see what they do in the losers bracket.